All right, hey guys, welcome or welcome back. It's Paula here with Paula's Imperfect Plans. Today I'm doing a plan with me. It's going to be a weekly plan with me for the week of April 8th through the 14th here in my B6 Common Planner from Sterling Inc. I'm really just getting in here today because I am I don't want to say I'm stressed because I don't really know that I'm stressed, but I just thought it would be a good opportunity to do something fun and just kind of get into planning. I love being here in my planner, doing planny things, and so that's what I'm hopping in here to do today. Just to kind of enjoy some time here. So while I'm in here, I was going to talk about, I don't even know what I'm going to talk about. We have okay, so living in Iowa, I think I've mentioned, big into March Madness. The Iowa Hawkeye women are they were in the Final Four. They played their Final Four game last night, beat UConn by 2 with some definite controversy about a final call. And so I was up quite late, watching that, and then once that was over, the game was off at I think 8:30, so it was between 10:30 and 11 when the game got over, and I was at that point all amped on adrenaline, so I didn't go to sleep for a while, and I didn't sleep very well because I ended up leaving my bed because my beautiful daughters came in at, I don't know what time it was, 11:30 I think, and I was still up and reading until I was ready to fall asleep. And they both came in, and I was like, oh, this is my cue to go to the recliner. Co-sleeper, I am not. So I am tired today. I woke up early. Girls woke up early. I tried to go back to sleep for a little while before my husband left. He had to run to, he had to make a little bit of a run for, first of all, some to a place. The reason that he agreed to go to this certain place for it, they have the stuff to grind our own chicken feed, because man, it is expensive to buy it consistently at our local farm store. So they stocked the stuff to do that. So it was a little ways away, but it was also he was also going sort of that direction, or in that general direction, for he went to pick up a cattle head gate to add to our what we got going on. So he was doing that. So he had to leave a little before 7. So I needed to be, I tried to go back to sleep at 5:30 to get a little bit of sleep before he left. But of course my children were not in agreement with that happening, and they just kind of kept coming back in and showing up and, having all the questions that they had for mom this morning. So I'm tired, and I got some chores done that I needed. I needed to get my shower clean. I am really big on bathroom cleaning, and I did a complete deep clean of the whole rest of my bathroom on Monday when I had the day off, except for my shower. I hate cleaning the shower. That is the worst. It's the worst. It's the absolute worst task in my opinion. And so I certainly put that off as much as I can. But I needed to, my in-laws are coming to town a little bit later today for, my son he is making his first communion tomorrow on Sunday. And so they are coming to town. They live in Arkansas, so they have an 8-hour drive, 7 or 8 hour drive. And so they are coming up driving up today, and then they will spend the night tonight. They'll be here tomorrow for my son's celebration thing, and then they also then they will stay Sunday night, and then they leave. Like I said, we get up early and are on the road. I mean, we get up and we're leaving our house by 6:30, so they usually get up and, you know, when we get up and moving, and then they take off a little after 6 or something like that, say goodbye to the kids and head out. So anyway, they are coming into town, so I wanted to make sure that the shower was clean, and so I did some of those things this morning, and my husband still isn't home, and the kids are kind of chilling and watching some TV, and I just was like, I want to get down here and do some decorating. Like, this is stress relief for me a little bit. So I decided I was going to come down here and do that this morning for a little while at least. I don't know. I shouldn't have put that spring cleaning up so high. There are some specific spring cleaning tasks that I need to do that okay, they're on here. So I'm putting it out in the universe that on Saturday, hopefully, next Saturday, I will be doing my biggest thing is windows, and not like the windows like the glass of the window, but more like the windows, I forget what time that game is on. More of the windows like the tracks that the windows slide on, because they're just single pane windows, so it's, I don't know, a lot of dust and dirt and stuff gets in there. So I need to and want to get that all cleaned up a little bit. I like to do that a couple times a year. Usually going into fall, getting away from all of the dust and things that come along with living on gravel roads, and then going into spring then when we get back into opening the windows and things like that. So yeah, that's kind of what that looks like. So I am just kind of hanging out and doing fun things today. Not fun things, but I'm doing fun things in my planner right now. I'm trying to sort of get my head together and put some more of what I actually have going on here. So my son has a dentist appointment. I think I shared that he had to get a those aren't going to be long enough, I don't think. That's like whole day ones. Those are going to be too big. What did he have to get? Oh, he had to get a tooth pulled a couple weeks ago, and it is a tooth that he wouldn't lose. Okay, he's almost 8, and the dentist said usually they don't lose that tooth till like 11 or 12. So he wanted us to go in, and so we have to get a spacer put in so that he can hopefully that space stays there until that tooth is ready to come in, so he's not entirely crowding, his mouth doesn't end up more crowded than it needs to be. So we are going in Monday at 3, which I didn't even know that this was a thing. This is how long I've been, I'm new to this whole situation. They take like a bunch of pictures, pictures and measurements of the space, and then they send it out, and it gets like a 3D, they send it to somewhere to make a 3D mold of a little spacer to put in there. So I thought that was pretty cool. Anyway, so I'm taking him to the dentist at 3 o'clock. But there is men's basketball, the championship. I've been way more into women's basketball this year, which is exciting. I should have been a bigger supporter of women's basketball all these years, but I started getting into it in 2019 when Iowa had Megan Gustafson, or 18 or 19, I don't remember. I know she won the was like player of the year in 18 and 19, but I don't, anyway, the first couple years that she was there and really started kind of making waves, I started getting into it a little bit, and so I've been watching it since then, not super closely, mainly because I don't get the channels that those are on, so I follow lots of things on social media, I watch highlights, that kind of thing. I'm definitely not into it like some people are, but We have, yeah, but I usually am really into men's March Madness, and this year that has actually just not interested me all of that well. So it's kind of cool to have, yeah, to be into the win. But anyway, the men's championship game is Monday night. I imagine that I will watch that. Gosh, what else do we have going on? I was actually going to put, just kind of for the fun of using stickers and doing this planning, I was going to put some of my actual appointments in here a little bit. Okay, so I have an 8:30 that day, and I have an 11 o'clock that day, and a 15, and a 2:30. This is really just kind of for me. I'm not going to put the names of the visits or anything that I have there because that's not necessary or, appropriate, but in a planner that I'm sharing on here. But, okay, so 10 o'clock there, I have a meeting, an actual meeting at our corporate office. Oh, maybe it would have fit. And then we have a 12:30. Oh, good. I have a crying child upstairs. Just typically feels like I can't do a lot without somebody ending up crying. Okay, 2 o'clock and a 4 o'clock. Yeah, so to actually go to our corporate office, my, our director, our coordinator of our program, I don't know if I shared it or not, had advocated for me to have a lead specialist position, which just kind of puts me as second in command. I was sort of already doing the work that went with that without the title, because I was the most senior member, other than my supervisor of our team, and but I officially got that title, and so she kind of said something about delegating tasks to me to be able to be part of the safety committee at the corporate level that has representatives from all the different programs that are a part of our agency. And so I was anyway, so that day I actually have a meeting where I have to go, and we don't have a lot of in-person meetings anymore. I feel like after COVID, everything is Zoom, and I certainly don't go to the corporate office often, because I just don't. But say every day gets a coffee sticker, because the mornings when I am sitting and enjoying coffee are just my favorite. So anyway, I have to go to our corporate office, which I also don't do very often, for that. And yeah, just lots of, I ended up being out sick one day last week. So, this week, did you see I added those stickers? So I had some rescheduled things, and that just always makes things a little busier when you're having to reschedule from other points in time. I would like to, and I'm not very great at it, but I would very much like to focus more on, my son is doing something in church at school that morning. He celebrates his first communion on Sunday, officially, but then they do something at their school. He goes to a Catholic school. They do something at his school mass to celebrate it, for those kids with the whole school, that Friday morning. So I will do my best to get there for that. And then I don't think we have anything any specific weekend plans. I thought I would use the stickers there to just put our meals in, mainly because I have the stickers and I'm just kind of trying to do something fun and enjoy like using these. So I am going to put, I like to put a little bit of a to-do list, like a weekly to-do list, as well as like a weekend to-do list. That's always when tasks are getting done, because we do have, you know, full-time, like during the week jobs. So lots of our home projects and just kind of all of that admin life stuff all get done at home on the weekends. So as much as we want our weekends to be fun, that is not always how it goes. But so I'm gonna put this here. I only have one work sticker. I'm gonna work normal hours all the other days, but my Friday hours, I usually only have 4 hours to work unless I work late or leave early another day of the week. Then I flex those hours onto or from Friday. So my hours really only vary on Friday unless I have a late night, which I don't think. Well, I'll have a little bit of a late night on Wednesday, but that's not. Just gonna put men's championship. And this is safety meeting. These are all my home visits, but I'm not going to put in names or anything like that. So this will work 9:30 to 1:30. Unless I do end up working longer. Well, I will end up working longer. So if that visit is at 4, it'll be till 5. I should be home by 6. So that's 2 extra hours, which means I will only 9:30 to 11:30 to work that day, potentially. That's how I'll put it in there, and we'll make it work no matter how we need to make it work. There are a few things that I'm trying to get this week. I don't have a day where I'm just hanging out at home, which kind of stinks, but put that in there. This is about the time of the week where I really like to catch up on laundry. Let's see, I've got my to-do list. I like these, like I got some stuff. So Simple Southern Mommy, this is Maggie wine time. I also have this Maggie May heads to work. So I usually put that on like a work, if I have an all work from home day. It's got, you know, me and my computer and coffee and a stack of papers, which is usually what it looks like when I work at home. So just put that there. Yeah, what else do we have here? Let's see. I've wanted to do a popcorn and movie night, one night a week with my kids, where we actually, because like my kids go to bed early even on the weekends because they wake up but early, even if they stay up late, they wake up early, so they don't stay up late typically. But I've been trying to do some like popcorn movie night type stuff because they really do enjoy that. My husband will get right down on the floor and snuggle with them. I do not lay on the floor because it hurts, but I will sit in my recliner and welcome anyone who would like to snuggle me. And so we do that. I need to make more of an effort to do that weekly. And it's like they like sit and watch Netflix, but when it's movie night, like Dad actually picks out a movie and we actually attempt to, you know, watch the majority of a movie. And we don't always have time because I still don't let them stay up super late, but it's fun to let them do that for a little while, and then we usually finish the movie the next morning if we didn't finish it that night. I'm also trying to get back into my regular cleaning tasks. I very much am never been diagnosed with seasonal affective disorder, but there's definitely a difference in my energy and motivation levels once it starts to get nice outside. So I am excited for the, you know, potential of just feeling like doing things. So it's hard to make myself do things during the week when I work all day and I'm exhausted and I just want to sit and do nothing at night. So that's why I try to get the laundry done then, and then give myself cleaning tasks on my my shorter day, as in Friday, because I only work a partial day, and then Saturday, Sunday. Okay, so like this is where I'm at for the week. I will, actually, I think I am going to put some hours in here. I plan to work maybe, well, so part of me is like, I should absolutely come in late Wednesday since I'm going to be staying late. But the second I do that, the person will not follow through, or will have something come up because life, and then I will end up, I'll be working a little bit less time on Monday anyway because I got to take him to the dentist. Just a second. So I'll have to leave an hour early for that. So I added an hour to Friday, which is good. I need a little bit more time that day given what I have scheduled. So 4. And I'm gonna have a hard time doing that. There. So that is what my weekend looks, or what my week looks like. I do, like I said, I do come back in and fill some things in. There was some additional basketball games. I had the sick day there, so I did, I'll come in and hopefully put meals in when we plan those, and put some of my to-do lists in here and just what I actually did for chores, because I'm kind of enjoying this as some, memory planning or previous planning or whatever kind of thing. I did in the back in the daily pages, I started, I don't want to say journaling, but so my grandma used to have like an at-a-glance day planner or something that she would literally write things that happened during the day. Like, in all the years that I knew them, they were retired, they were older. So it was, this child came to visit and had lunch, or I went to see my sister, or just like general like current events of their life. And so I started doing that here, just a little blurb about what goes on each day. Like I said, journaling necessarily isn't my strong suit. So it's really just like, this is what's going on. But anyway, that's how I'm using the daily pages in the back. But some of that stuff is a little bit more personal, so I'm not going to share that. But this is what we have for the week. Just a reminder of what last week looked like and the week before. This is the planner I planned for fun in. This is not the super functional anything, but that's what I got, guys. So thank you so much for watching. Bye.